The Quirky Gifter Virtual Craft Fair. We're so excited that you're going to be a vendor with us. It's easy to get your vendor shop set up, and I'm going to show you the quickest way to get started selling. So when you're on the home page, go up here to the top right hand corner. It's a drop down menu. Go down and select Vendor Dashboard. This is going to take you to the sign in screen where you'll sign in using the email address that you registered with. And once you log in, you'll go to your vendor dashboard. The main part of your vendor dashboard shows you all of your sales and purchases. The purchases button will show you any orders that you have. The products is where you'll make your products, but we're going to start here with store settings. This is where we're going to set up our store. So the first thing we want to do is we want to put an avatar and a cover image. And you do that right here. You just upload your logo. You can select files from your computer, and as you upload files, they will be stored here in your media library. So I already have some pictures stored, so I'm going to just add that as the logo and then upload a cover image. There you go. All right. Then you put in your store information, the name of your store, a store tagline, just a quick little sentence that gives an overview of your store, and your store description. This is a longer description of your store. People like to see who you are, what you make, how you make them, that type of thing. And that can all go here in the store description. And then since this is the quick and easy startup, we're just going to keep scrolling down to here for our location. Let's make sure you put in where you're from, Portland, Tigard, Beaverton, wherever, and your contact email. Anytime you get an order, it's going to be sent to this email. And here is where you put in your social media accounts. There will be social media buttons in your vendor shop so that people can visit your Facebook page or Instagram or your website, so you can get more business through those ways too. The next area is payment settings. This is pretty important because this is how you're going to be receiving any of the money that you make from orders. So this needs to be your PayPal email address, the address associated with your PayPal that you want the money to go to. And security, this is where you're going to change your password. There is a strange quirk going on with this. It says to leave these two fields blank if you don't want to change your password, but for some reason it's not liking that. If you don't want to change your password, just go ahead and put your password in all three of these fields and then click update. So I did not change my password, but I did enter it in all three fields, and it prefers that for some reason. Okay, so now you can see that we have our store all set up. We've got our avatar and our cover image, and all of that other information that we put in will show up on our store page. So now it's time to add a product to our store. So let's go over to products. And here you'll see all of the products that you have in your store. If you want to manage a product that you've already made, then these three little dots, if you click on that, it has a tiny little drop down menu, and manage will allow you to edit the product, or you can just throw it away on that menu too. But I'm going to start a whole new product, so I'm going to go up here to this big plus button and click create a product. This is the way that you can create a new product and see what the product is going to look like on the page of your store at the same time as you're entering the information. So as soon as it opens up, you can see that you've got a menu of items down on the left hand side, but we're going to start off with the details. Now this opens and closes so that you can see your product page. So let's go ahead and open that back up, and we're going to start by adding the name of our product, and we'll just call it a twisty toy. There's the name. It's a simple product, So leave that just like that. It is not virtual, so unclick that because it's an object that needs to be shipped. If you're selling downloads, then you want to mark virtual. But if it's an actual object, then don't mark that. Okay, then put in your price. I'm going to say that this is $10. And if you want your item to go on sale, there you can see the price has shown up under the name. Then you can add a sale price at some point, and then that will put a little banner on your product image saying that it's on sale. All right, now you need to describe your product. There's two description boxes here. The one that just says description, this is your main description of your product with all of the information. This description shows up on your product page down here underneath your image. See, description, main description. And the other description is just a quick little blurb about what you're selling. And that shows up here right underneath the cost of your item, so they can easily see what it is. All right, then you'll select a category. Just pick what your item most falls into. So I'm going to pick gifts to play with. You can see that's showing up over there now too. Please don't add any new categories, just select a category that's already there. All right, now we want to put a picture on our product, so go over here to media. You can either click this button and upload it from your computer, or you can drag any image there. So I'm going to drag an image in. You might have to wait a little bit for it to load. If it's not loading, it's probably the dimensions are probably too big. It does take a couple seconds for it to go in. And there's no spinning wait button, so it just seems like nothing's happening, but just give it a minute and it will get going. All right, so now we have our products looking pretty good on our product page. So the last thing you really need to do is go down here to inventory and click this button that says enable stock management. This is going to open up some options because we want the item to be available. So I only have one of these, so I'm going to put in one, and I'm going to say that it is in stock, and then that means it will be ready to sell. You can see there's a shipping button here, but we don't use this because every item that sells is going to come with a $3.50 shipping charge that you will get. If your item is going to cost more than $3.50 to ship, then you're going to want to consider that when you're making your price. There is a way to put in a specific shipping price. It involves using what we call the back end of the site. And so I'm going to have a whole nother video about that. It's accessed by this black bar on the top of the screen. But this is just all about getting set up as quickly as possible. And just like that, we have our store. We have a product in our store, and you're ready to sell. So good luck. And if you have any questions, please feel free to either message me here on this in the message dashboard. If you click new message, under select recipient, just start typing in admin and I should show up. There I am. Messages will get to me that way, or just email me at admin@quirkygifter.com. To get out of the message dashboard, you do have to use the back button in your browser. Get back to your vendor dashboard. All right, well, I hope that helped you get set up and you'll be ready to start selling.